I urge every American to join in this effort.
50 years after LBJ signed the Civil Rights Act, Austin becomes center stage for the debate on civil rights in this country today. That Civil Rights Summit happening right now in Austin. Former President Jimmy Carter will speak at that summit in just about an hour. But Carter already gave us a sneak peek of some of the civil rights issues he is most passionate about today. KXAN's Kevin Schwaller is live at the LBJ Library with more on the former president's top priorities. Kevin?
And we'll be hearing former President Carter speak very soon. We'll hear some introduction first before his remarks. Earlier today, though, he spoke with reporters about the issues of the day. Former President Jimmy Carter signed copies of his book today at Book People. Deals with women's rights and discrimination. His remarks today come on the same day President Obama called wage disparities between men and women an embarrassment. The president signed executive orders today. He says they will help with equal pay fairness for women.
I've got 2 daughters, and I expect them to be treated just like anybody's sons.
Former President Carter wishes the current president would have acted sooner.
That's true. Well, you have to remember it's been, what, 5 years or so now since President Obama's been in office. I'm not criticizing him. I'm glad he has done it, but this could have started the first week he was in office.
President Carter went on to speak of equal rights for women in a religious context and how that may spill into the work environment.
Employers here in Austin or in Atlanta, wherever, they say, well, why should I pay my employees the same? Because, you know, they can't serve as priests. In the Southern Baptist Convention, you can't be a pastor, you can't be a deacon.
Former President Carter's remarks are scheduled to start at 6 o'clock tonight. We'll be streaming that online, and you can also find a link to a Google Hangout that the former president was involved in today. That's all at KXAN.com. Reporting live in Austin, Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
Well, we checked on the numbers here in Texas, and according to the U.S. Census Bureau, the median annual pay for women in 2012 was just more than $35,000, or 79% of men's pay of nearly $45,000. That's just slightly better than the national pay ratio of women to men, which is 77%. Just this afternoon, Austin City Council member Mike Martinez announced he will sponsor a resolution to require equal pay reporting for companies that contract with the city of Austin. Council members Bill Spellman and Laura Morrison are co-sponsoring this item. They could vote on this issue at their April 17th meeting. As we mentioned, former President Carter will speak in less than an hour, and you can see the entire presentation live on our website at KXAN.com. Tomorrow, President Bill Clinton will also speak from the LBJ Civil Rights Summit. And on Thursday, President Obama will give the keynote address at the summit, followed by a speech from President George W. Bush later on in the day.